Hello. Good morning. I hope everyone had a great day yesterday and are ready for some more of today. Whatever today is, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's start the timer. Okay. So I saw some awesome monster designs for Doom this morning, and I want to do some monster inspired by Doom. Can't go wrong with that, right? Monsters. Let's see what comes out. Obviously, designing a monster in 30 minutes might not be the smartest thing to do, but let's hope for the best. Has to be something basic, right? With muscles and metal. But let's try to put some cool metal pieces in. That I will have on a separate layer. Okay, let's see. I love Doom designs. It's always on like an IP that's been cool. I mean, I've never been good at like the competitive aspect of it, but I have a friend who really enjoys playing it. Any FPS game like that, you know. He also played Unreal a lot. Hello, good morning, slime cakes. How are you this wonderful morning? I hope everything is fine. Today's topic, I will try to do Doom monsters. I might as well write it. Let's see if I can manage to do a monster. A full figure. I think it's just, I just can't. Oh yeah, I had to reset my brushes. Now they're not as I want them to be. Oh well. I'm thinking of making a new brush pack anyways. I downloaded a bunch of them at like bunch of famous people's brush packs. Want to go through them and play with them and see what comes out on the other end. Maybe I'll find a new favorite brush, but currently this square one is my favorite brush. Oh, slime cakes, that's never a fun thing to experience. We've all been there. My remedy to it, you always tend to be go do stuff that keeps you out of thinking about it. Like, hang out with friends or go watch a movie or um, stuff like that. But it will always hurt in the beginning, right? It's always a shitty situation, and time is the only thing that can remove that, at least for me. So I just tend to, you know, try not to think about it when it happens, and just continue enjoying things, right? Because sometimes people just don't work out to each other, and you can't force someone you know, to continue to be interested. So I try to see it like pragmatically, break it down in tangible chunks and reasons rather. I don't know. Each to their own. We all deal with shit differently, or maybe I shouldn't say shit. Anyways, it'll be better. Chin up. Oh man, awesome slime cakes. You're welcome to hang out and have a morning with me. Me. Yeah. Hmm. Good morning, Gosutos Shishi. I'm butchering that name. I'm quite sure of it. Right, so. Oh, hello. Right. The warm ups is just to be creative, to do random things, just to get the mindset into the creative part, right? Because I never prepare for the warm ups. I just do a random topic. And this morning I saw some really cool Doom monsters. So I thought, like, oh yeah, I haven't done a fun monster in a while. Um, so that's what I wanted to do. So I deliberately didn't think about it until the stream, just so I wasn't preparing mentally. Um, and now I'm just making stuff up as I go along and see what comes out. The purpose is not to make a cool painting or anything or a great design, right? The warm up is to just get the mindset in the right space to create something during the day. Because we have a scheduled warm up for 30 minutes every morning at work, just to kind of everyone comes in the studio. Maybe they haven't been drawing anything today, and if you just spend 30 minutes of doing something creatively, whatever you want to do, be it a study or a sketch or whatever, you you set your mind to a specific state, and that's the sole purpose of these streams. And I thought I'd just fun to share, you know, create a little bit of a morning community. um, That's the reason. Um, hey, Marius, welcome. You made it. Awesome. Glad to have you here, man. Um, and welcome, Anders. Good morning. Oh, it's great. I'm glad that um, you feel that you want to do a warm up as well. That's great. I mean, you have a timer um, topic. I mean, today is a topic. Usually there isn't a topic, but feel free to do your own. And I tag every warm up 30 min warm up. Um, you know, just so it's searchable. Um, feel free to do that yourself. Hashtag. Hey, good morning, Mr. Panka. Welcome. Is it morning for you, by the way? I think it is, right? I want to have like scarier anatomy. I have to go in and push it, I think. However, you can make scarier anatomy, I guess. Make it look stronger, I guess. Oh, great, Mr. Panka. So good morning. Yeah, so every working day at this time, I do a stream, and like I explained, it's for warm up, to get creative and have fun. Have some coffee, which sadly just ran out. I kind of like the fat body type actually. I'm not going to go for the more aggressive looking. Has a nicer feel to it. So 15 minutes left only, or 17. Oh my, oh come on. This is going to be an uphill battle. Too much second guessing or redrawing the same space. So more confidence. Come on. Have you guys seen the Doom art? They did a post recently from the new Doom. They showed some concept art from the art book. Looked pretty cool. I really like that kind of mesh skin and metal skin and metal combination, like destroying the body with metal parts. Like it for me, it feels very like how to explain it. It looks violated, right? The body shouldn't have big pieces of metal pushed into it. Um, I've always kind of dig that aesthetics. Um, I think, to be honest, though, I think they could can push the idea further. but maybe it won't be Doom then anymore. I mean, or Doom 2, and I mean, it was not very kind of biomechanical, right? It was just monsters and marines. I mean, there was some, like some bosses and stuff, right? But they were more demon. I'm assuming Doom, was it Doom 3? They, with the pinky and whatever the monsters were called, they kind of went into this biomechanical path, right? It's very cool. A guy at work, Daniel Matthews, he's been doing these spaceships for warm-ups. Um, really cool stuff. I'm a sucker for cool spaceships. And he's treating the warm-up as a sketch, just sketches, and so he does some loose sketches for spaceships on the warm-up, and then pushes them further, like on lunch breaks and stuff. But it looks really cool. He's really exploring some cool directions. Look him up if you want to have look at some cool spaceship explorations. It's fun to follow that journey as well, like as he does every morning as he's at my studio. Um, the warm-ups, fun to see like every day's thought, so to speak, in design wise. He does really cool stuff. I think on Instagram is Daniel Matthew Draws. I think Dan Matthew Draws. So I tend to not do actually a lot of spaceships. I find it really cool to look at though. Like when some people who are really good at them make them, I always start to imagine like what the world that these spaceship inhabit, what the characters look like. And nice breakfast. Good move. Okay, let's put some more mechanical parts, maybe in the knee, if I have time for it. 12 minutes. Okay, some rough design then. I want some uneasiness to the metal parts. It needs to look like it's hurting. Weird brain, right? I need to design something that makes it look like it's hurting. Sometimes I don't know you, brain. So what's the plan for today? Anything that you gotta have done today, everyone? I will have portraits to paint for a client. Will be interesting. That's something I have to deal with after this warm-up. How to do portraits. I mean, I could have done portraits for warm-up, but no. Oh, cheers, Punkin. I can try to do more. Explain my weird brain. Um, the problem with these warm-ups is like you don't really have time to second guess any design choices or shape decisions, right? So you have to just kind of go with the flow. So it's not really. I mean, in a way, it's like trusting your design sensibilities and just hope that you have a skills enough to make sense of the marks you put down. So it's a lot of in a way happy accidents, right? And I have practiced a lot of not happy accidents, but free sketching, right? Because in my sketchbooks they don't look pretty at all. It's just random ideas, and it's important part, I think, for me at least, to practice failing, because you get better at failing, right? So you're only as good as your worst drawing, and if you have a good sense of uh, output, in the sense of you can do something without feeling forced to have to perform, and you can just have fun using your skill set, right? You're not leaning on it because that's kind of negative connotation, right? You're leaning on something, but by just having fun and see and trust that you have skills in to design something. And of course, you might not be happy about it, but it's important to just do stuff. Pandemonium Art. I have a home studio um, where I spend most days in a separate part of my castle. Not the castle, not at all. Uh, no, my home. But like, if I'm needed at the studio, I'll get over there for sure. But day-to-day stuff is sorted from my home studio. 8 minutes left. Today time flies. Crazy. But it's starting to shape into something, I hope. A bit stressed about it, to be fair, to be honest. Designing a full character in 30 minutes like this is challenging. How do you think I'm doing? Is it feeling like Doom? I'm hoping it feels like Doom. Maybe good enough Doom for 30 minutes. Maybe he needs more evil eyes. Do they have evil eyes in Doom? Yeah, they're demons. They gotta have evilness. No nostrils. Or nostrils? I don't know. Maybe just corrupted. And this woman singing now in the background. I love her voice. It's a really cool voice. I'm a sucker for good voices. I wonder if I have like a brush that I can use for skin texture really quickly. Maybe maybe if I set it to overlay, maybe I can get away with a little bit. Oh yeah, all right. Erase, put down, erase. Not too bad. Oh. And then the next Doom, I probably needs a little bit more love and care in the design. But I think, not to kind of toot my own horn here, but it sits fairly in the Doom universe, I think. Doesn't feel like Uncharted, at least, you know? It sits somewhat in the same space. Five minutes. Oh, panic. Okay. Now I have to think what's needed to convey mood. No. In 5 minutes. Okay, legs, obviously. Okay, let's push those legs a bit. Cool. Pandemonium art. Cheers. Yeah, the whole universe they've crafted, Quake and all, it's really cool. I remember Quake 2 very fondly, um, and Quake 1. I think that was like blew my mind, especially that you could make your own levels. Oh man, I spent so many hours just making levels. So much fun. Yeah, Quake 2 was perfect. My brother, not my brother, my friends, uh, uh, they were competing in it. They were pretty good, uh, internationally even. They were one of them were, or two or three of them were like properly pros at it. Was so amazing to see them play. It was just they were moving, running, jumping. It was insane what they could do in that game. And then it was my turn. And I was like horrible, but they were really good at it. It was so impressive to see. It's like human machines just shooting everything. It was really cool. When they're at that level and you observe. But one thing I found is like it's so much assuming, like you learn where people most likely will be and like pre-fire and hope that someone is going to be at that location and stuff. It's like crazy. It was really cool, cool to see. And also they eventually migrated to other games like Battlefield and stuff, but this guy, one of them, when he plays Battlefield, he's like always at the top, first place when scores. Like the number two has 30 kills maybe, and he has like 60. See, untouchable almost. It's crazy. Every game, he's just beasting everyone. maybe some like trailing bits. They don't really have dynamics in Doom in that, right? Everything is just attached, but maybe maybe this could be like guts, or maybe the tubes. Maybe he's attached to something. Oh, that would be cool. It's too bad I don't have time for it. But like attached to some breathing tube, like a guard dog, but he's not attached by force because he just can't move out of it. That would be a cool idea. You know, like if he moves too far away, he won't have oxygen and dies. Or umbilical cord style. That would be a cool idea. You know, like he wants to kill you, so he's self-regulating the distance, but he's like angry like crazy. That's a nice contrasting idea. 30 seconds. Oh no! Horrible.